The archival chamber hummed with an eerie silence, its holographic displays casting soft blue light across rows of preserved data crystals. Researcher Michael stood motionless, his breath caught in his throat as he examined the fragmented transmission that had survived countless millennia. The message defied comprehension. Translated from the extinct language of the Viridian civilization, it spoke of a force so transformative that entire star-spanning empires had been reduced to footnotes in cosmic history. Initial dismissals by Galactic Confederation historians had given way to a mounting sense of unease as archaeological evidence began to paint a remarkable picture. 17 different alien civilizations had documented the same phenomenon. Each account varied in details, yet converged on a singular, extraordinary subject. They spoke of a species emerging from an insignificant blue-green planet, a world so unremarkable that most advanced civilizations had overlooked it entirely. Humans. The word itself seemed harmless, almost pedestrian, but the context surrounding it was anything but ordinary. The most comprehensive account came from the Kreltak archives, a massive data repository discovered amid the ruins of their once mighty interstellar empire. Their initial report described a routine first contact scenario that quickly spiraled into something unprecedented. The human delegation arrived with what appeared to be primitive technology, wheeled metal constructs, communication devices that seemed laughably simple. The Kreltak, masters of gravitational manipulation and quantum warfare, had initially viewed the humans as nothing more than curious primitives. That underestimation proved catastrophic. Within 3 solar cycles, the human representatives had completely destabilized the Kreltak government. They achieved this not through military might, but through something far more potent: information exchange, active listening, an adaptive capability that defied all known evolutionary models. Michael scrolled through additional fragments, each more fascinating than the last. The crystalline memory banks of the Thorin Collective provided particularly intricate details. Their account painted humans as something beyond traditional concepts of diplomats or conquerors. The Thorin described humans as quantum social engineers, beings who could deconstruct and reconstruct entire societal frameworks with nothing more than conversation and an unprecedented ability to empathize and strategize simultaneously. Where other species saw rigid systems, humans saw malleable opportunities. What made these accounts truly remarkable was their consistent underlying theme. Each civilization described humans not as invaders, but as transformative agents. They didn't seek to destroy, they sought to understand. And in that understanding lay their most potent capability. Archaeological evidence suggested humans possessed a remarkable capacity for improvisation, the ability to create solutions from seemingly impossible circumstances. Where other species calculated risks, humans calculated potential. Where others saw barriers, humans saw challenges to be overcome. The transmission Michael studied contained a warning repeated across multiple alien archives. It read like a sacred text, preserved with almost religious reverence. Observe the species that learns faster than it can be studied. Pay attention to those who transform limitations into innovations. Recognize humanity. Current Confederate research indicated humans were relatively new to interstellar travel. Their first confirmed deep space mission had occurred less than 2 centuries ago. Yet the archaeological record suggested they had been influencing galactic dynamics long before their official emergence. Michael zoomed in on a particularly damaged section of the transmission. Translation algorithms worked over time, struggling to piece together the fragmented message. Slowly, a profound narrative emerged, a fundamental difference between humans and other sentient species. 3 core traits stood out: empathy, imagination, resilience. These were not mere characteristics. They were adaptive mechanisms more powerful than any advanced technological weapon. Humans didn't just survive, they thrived by understanding, connecting, and reimagining possibilities. The most stunning revelations came from diplomatic encounter logs. In multiple recorded interactions, humans had been offered complete surrender, technological superiority, and planetary dominance. Consistently, they chose a path of cooperation, mutual growth, and genuine understanding. One particularly intriguing account described a conflict resolution between the methane-breathing Aquilon Confederacy and the silicon-based crystalline networks. Where centuries of negotiations had failed, a human diplomatic team spent merely 3 standard weeks developing a comprehensive solution that benefited both civilizations. The method was astonishing in its simplicity. They didn't impose a solution. Instead, they facilitated a dialogue that allowed both parties to recognize their shared objectives. It was less about winning and more about collective progress. As Michael completed his analysis, profound realizations settled over him. These ancient writings were more than historical documents. They were predictive models, roadmaps to understanding a species that fundamentally challenged every known paradigm of interstellar interaction. Humanity was not just another entry in the galactic ecosystem. They were a transformative force, unpredictable, adaptive, and fundamentally revolutionary. Their power lay not in destructive capabilities, but in their unparalleled capacity for growth, understanding, and collaborative evolution. The transmission ended, leaving Michael surrounded by the whispers of fallen civilizations. Each archive, each fragmented record told the same story. A story of a species that didn't conquer through force, but through an unprecedented ability to connect, adapt, and elevate humanity. A name that had become synonymous with potential, with hope, with endless possibility. And they were just beginning their cosmic journey.